it is. I've got the shipping label and the instructions. Seems really easy to do. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's been a little while since I've done one of these more talky update videos on everything reMarkable. You read the title of the video correctly. I am planning on returning my reMarkable Paper Pro. Now I know what some of you might be thinking. Well, hang on, your reviews were generally positive. You had a few critical things to say, but for you, you said it was worth the money. Just to be clear, I stand by everything I said in those reviews. I'm only returning it because I believe my device has an issue. One confirmed issue, potentially another. And what I want to go over in this video is what that issue is. And actually there's a pretty decent chance that yours might have this issue too. And I'm going to show you how you can identify it and what you might want to do or what your options are if you do have an issue with your device. Hi everyone, we're at the reMarkable now. So to identify this issue, which is commonly known as dead pixels, we need to do a few steps. Now, if you've never heard of dead pixels, essentially what is happening is there's no color coming through that pixel. So it just appears as a completely white pixel, which is not a problem when you have a white or a pale background. When you have a dark background, it can be quite noticeable. Now, mine in particular is not a very bad case, but I've seen pictures of some where it is really quite bad and very noticeable when using any sort of colors or darker images or PDFs. So firstly, what you want to do is turn up your brightness and turn it up as much as it will go. So right now I've got it on the maximum brightness there, and this is going to help that light shine through when you're using a dark background. And that leads me on to number 2, which is get a dark and ideally black background. Now there's a few ways to do this. You could take a long time using a pen or a paintbrush to color it all in, which is you don't need to do that. Essentially you can just download a dark image or a PDF, which is what I have here. So I've just taken this and created it, and what I'll do for you all is I'll add a link in the description just so you can download this from my Facebook page. It's just a blank black PDF, and what this does is makes those dead pixels easier to pick up because you can see the pinpricks of light coming through. Now my camera is not the highest of quality, so it's quite hard to identify it. So what I'll do now is I'll throw up a picture on the screen which I took where I zoomed in so you can see the examples of the dead pixels there. And then what I'd encourage you to do is go ahead and maybe grab a white pen on the lowest thickness, and every time you see one, just go ahead and circle it, and hopefully you won't find any, but just go over each section of your reMarkable screen with a fine tooth comb, and if you do find any, highlight it, because if you would like to get a replacement, you can then just send an image of this to reMarkable support and they'll go ahead and sort that replacement for you. So upon noticing the issue, I thought this is a good chance to test out reMarkable customer support. So I jumped onto the live chat is what I used, and within a couple of minutes they said right away, yep, send it back, we'll send you a replacement. It was not difficult at all. In fact, before I didn't even have to ask. I confirmed the issue, sent them a few pictures, and they were like, yeah, send it back and we'll give you a replacement. And it goes without saying, they're not going to send a replacement out and let me continue to use my current one. You do have to send that back. And then I've heard that once sort of that has been sent out and they've got the confirmation, then at that point they will ship you the new one. So they don't actually have to have received the package. They actually send you it as soon as they've got the confirmation from the delivery or the collection company that they've got the package, which is quite nice. Also I don't know if this is the same for every country, but for me, and in terms of collecting and returning the reMarkable, they've offered that I can drop it off at a local drop-off point, or somebody can come to my door and collect it. All I have to do is literally print off the shipping label, pack it up, and then somebody comes to collect it, which is not bad. So at the start of the video, I also alluded to there being potentially another issue. This is something I've talked about a lot, but I feel like my reMarkable Paper Pro in particular makes a lot of noise. So thank you everyone for the feedback on my other videos about the buzzing noise or the electronic coil whine noise you can hear. So I've had a number of people say, yes, I can hear it. And then there's other people who, are relatively young, have good hearing, who said, I just can't hear it at all. Even if I use pages with lots of color or very busy PDFs, they don't have any noise. And this is one of the few things that actually still kind of bothers me. So I'm very curious to see if my replacement has the same noise level, coil whine, or if maybe, hopefully, it doesn't have any at all. So I'd really like that to be a potential fix in this situation. I'm mentally preparing myself that it's just going to make the same noise and I'm just going to have to live with it. When you're spending this much on a device, it's nice to just have it all working, even if the issue isn't, particularly noticeable or anything too bad. I just want mine to be working as it should. Is that too much to ask? I don't think so. So if there's anyone else who has this issue and it bothers you, if it doesn't bother you, absolutely fine. But if it does bother you, just reach out to them and I encourage you to get it replaced. So it's potentially goodbye for a little while for the reMarkable Paper Pro, but thankfully I've still got my reMarkable 2 to keep me company whilst I don't have that one. But as ever, thanks for watching my video. If you do get a chance and you're interested, I'd like to invite you to check out my shop, the link in the description, for various PDF templates for the reMarkable 1, 2 and Paper Pro, including my newly launched 2025 Daily Organizer. Particularly proud of that one. But have a great rest of your day and I'll see you on the next one.